You got this.
Hi, my name is Elizabeth Lapaya, and today I'm going to talk to you about why you should adopt from shelters over pet stores and breeders. If you could save a life, would you? What about two? According to Labrador Training Headquarters, 3.9 million dogs and 3.4 million cats come into the U.S. Shelters every year. So overcrowding can become a huge issue because there's little space or money to take care of them. That leads me into the topic I would like to speak to you about today: why you should adopt from shelters over breeders and pet stores. In order to decrease this number, we must first discuss the cost as well as where it goes, and then why it's better to adopt from shelters. Secondly, we're going to discuss the benefits that come from adopting out of a shelter. Lastly, we will talk about how adopting helps us to fight puppy mills. When you are looking to get a new pet, there's three options that usually tend to come to mind, that being adoption, breeders, and pet stores. We're going to talk about the difference and where the money ends up going. First, pet stores are a business, meaning profit is the main goal. So when you buy an animal, another animal will come back to replace it, which contributes to puppy mills and keeps the cycle going. Between pet stores and breeders, you can potentially be paying upwards to $1,000 on a new dog, for instance. Whereas with shelter animals, you usually pay in the range of $60 to $150. Most of these are known as adoption fees. Most of them go into the cost of food, medicine, surgeries, vaccinations, and microchipping that may be needed for new rescues. It also helps with the rescuing portion for those in harmful situations so that they can make it out. Shelters take in unwanted, stray, or abandoned animals and provide them with veterinary care, food, water, shelter, and find them loving homes, PETA 2 says. This is where the cost and benefits collide, because not only are you providing a much needed home, but also love for these animals that might not otherwise get. There are also many benefits to shelter animals. To ensure happiness, shelter staff make sure animals are in top shape before they're ready to be adopted into a new home, says NBC. This means that many are already house trained, as well as being up to date on their vaccinations, being spayed, neutered, and microchipped. With breeders and pet store animals, however, it is likely that you will have to get this all done after the fact. Lastly, we will talk about puppy mills and our fight against them. It is estimated that there are over 10,000 puppy mills in the U.S. Sadly, fewer than 3,000 are regulated by the U.S. Department of Agriculture, says Labrador Headquarters. This is bad news because it means that many things tend to slip through the cracks. There's no checking up going on. Many of these breeder dogs are also kept in cramped spaces together, and their use essentially comes from their ability to procreate. If you decide to adopt over getting animals through breeders and pet stores, it keeps them from being able to circulate and replace the animals that have been bought. If you are thinking about adopting an animal, I strongly encourage you to look through your options in depth and look into your local adoption centers. Many of these animals have no homes and are ready and willing, and as well as happy to receive any love you are able to provide. As we went over before, the cost is considerably less. Not only are you saving 2 lives instead of 1, but you are also saving in veterinary cost, because many of the things that need to be done when you get a new pet have already been done, as well as helping the fight against puppy mills. Get a pet instead of a profit. And all of these dogs are shelter dogs. Adopted.
Yay!